Words are difficult today. Words are difficult every day, let's be honest. Hello, my shawty baes. Hello, my besties. Reporting live from the living room. I feel like I haven't filmed in this location in quite some time. I keep filming in my room now that my bookshelves are fully set up, but you know, I've missed this spot. And what a better time to use it than for what do I call these again? The ultimate guide. What a better time to use it than for the ultimate guide, okay? I make these little videos. If you haven't watched them yet, here are some that you can go look at, which is essentially the ultimate guide to insert genre here, insert author here, whatever. And I kind of just give you a bunch of different book recs in said genre or from that author, tell you a little about each book, you know. And today we're doing sports romances. Wow, God goes wild. You know, recently Taylor Swift has allowed me to be into sports. And so here I am. She told me it was okay. So I'm here to talk about some sports romances. Go sports! Football! If there's a single person in the world that knows nothing about sports, it's me. But you know what? I feel like I have full authority to talk about sports romances because I have read quite a few. So today I'm gonna go through some of my favorites and tell you a little bit about each of them. Yes, exactly. And I'm gonna give you some dark romances for my dark romance girlies, a bit of like fluffy romances for those people, a bit of slow burn romances for those. Whatever you guys want out of sports romances will be in this video, okay? So that's why it's called The Ultimate Guide. The Ultimate Guide with Larry. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset because let me tell you what happened to me last week. I went and had a BFF day with my BFF Lauren, as you guys know, and I went to a tulip farm and I went romance book shopping and I did a whole shebang, okay? I filmed all of it. I vlogged all of it for you. And do you know what I did? I'll tell you what I did. I filmed every single clip, not just in slow-mo, but also muted. So you can't hear me and you also can't even see us because we're in slow-mo. So I had one job and I did all of it wrong. So now I'm just, you know, a little bit upset about that. A little bit disappointed in myself, but what are you gonna do? You know, another day, another disappointment. Okay, let's talk about sports romances. Here we go. I don't really know where I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little all over the place. Oh my God, also this weekend, Giant and I went back to FSU because his brother was graduating from law school there, and look at the t-shirt I got. Because I went to FSU, for those of you who don't know, me and Giant both went there. That's where we met. Anyway, besides the point, do you like my shirt? I assume you like it, unless you go to UF. Or UM, or I guess anywhere else you probably don't like it. But if you went to FSU, go Knowles. Okay, besides the point, let's start. I'm gonna start with a sports romance for the beginners. How about that? For anyone that wants to get into sports romances, that doesn't really know the genre, that doesn't really know where to start, I feel like this is the perfect series for you to pick up, okay? I think you already know what I'm gonna show you. And you know what? I will love it till the end of time. It's the Off-Campus series by Elle Kennedy. We've got The Deal, we've got The Mistake, The Score, and The Goal. This is all in order. They are interconnected standalones, and they follow different guys in a hockey team, and they are all the best of buds, okay? So you get found family, you get spice, you get sports, but a little bit about each thing so you're not bored. And the writing is also so fun. I think if you're new, not just to sports romances, but even new to reading, if you just want to pick something up and have it hook you right away, these are the perfect books for that. My very first video on this account 2 years ago is me reading The Deal from this series. So come on now, need I say more? I'll say more, don't worry. So The Deal, we've got Garrett and Hannah, my personal favorite, okay? All of them are dual POV. They are basically like Naylee. If you watch One Tree Hill and you know Naylee, first of all, I love you, best couple ever. Second of all, it's them, okay? Garrett needs a tutor for class that he's just not doing that well in, okay? And who is the little smarty pants that's gonna tutor him? That's right, Hannah. And in return, what he says he's going to do for her is pretend to date her, so the guy that she actually likes will notice her. So we've got a little bit of fake dating. We've got tutoring, the bad boy kind of thing. We've got good girl, bad boy. I just said that. Yep. We've got sports. We've got captain of the hockey team. We've got everything you could ever want and more. The Deal, Elle Kennedy. Come on. Then you move into The Mistake. You move into it. You move into the next one, which is The Mistake. This is not my favorite, but it is the shortest one. So you know what? You could probably fly through this. It's literally 270 pages or something. So you should still read it. It's not my personal favorite. I still really liked it though in the series. No book in this series was really a book I hated, to be extremely honest. This follows John Logan and Grace, and they have a little hookup one night, and it leads to absolutely fucking nothing because he fucks it up, and now he wants a second chance. So you've got pining, okay, you've got groveling on his front. My girl makes him grovel, which was my favorite part of this book, and you've got second chance, and again, sports, and also a little bit of like a Naylee vibe still, because it's also like bad boy, smart girl, like, you know, sports, smart girl, that kind of dynamic, you know what I mean? So high school Taylor Swift, there you go. Then we've got The Score. This is the third one. This follows Dean and Allie. This is a lot of people's favorite. And you know what? It's probably my second favorite. I really, really, really ate this up. I feel like if my mom were to read these, this would probably be her favorite. I don't think she'll ever read them, but if she were, this would be her favorite. So Dean is essentially the womanizer on campus, okay? Allie is studying acting, I want to say. They're both the most beautiful people ever, and they hook up one night, and then he becomes obsessed with her. Come on now. Come on now, best trope, best trope. We've got friends with benefits. Friends with benefits? Yeah, kind of. And we've got boy obsessed, and we've got he changes for her kind of thing. There's one scene in this book that I will never forget. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to spoil it, but if you read it, you know what scene I'm talking about. I'm going to assume you know. Moving on. And lastly, we've got The Gold. This is a lot of people's least favorite because it has a trope that most people hate. However, I think it was done really well in this book. This follows John Tucker and Sabrina, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know if the trope is in the back of the book. I'm pretty sure it's not. Oh, it is. It is. Okay, well, this is accidental pregnancy. They hook up one night, and that leads to a baby, a child. Like I said, a lot of people hate this trope, but I feel like it was done really well in this book. I personally really liked it, and John Tucker was one of the sweetest ones out of all of them. Anyway, so if you want to start with sports romances, I honestly think that these are a great place for it. These are all hockey, like I said, all interconnected standalones, all duo POV, and all fun, spicy, found family. You get everything, okay? So, and if you read this, or even if you don't, okay, that leads me into my next one, because in these, you meet characters that lead you to this, okay? So, the Graham Effect. This follows Garrett and Hannah's daughter. So you don't have to read this entire series if you want to read this one. I'm going to be honest, you can just jump right into this one. But I would recommend, because seeing crumbs of the past characters is amazing, and this is a new series. The next one is right here, The Dixon Rule. I haven't read it yet though, so I'm not going to recommend it right now, but just know that it's here, okay? Anyway, this follows Gigi and Ryder, and they are both hockey players. I think that's why I love this one so much. Not only is he a hockey player, but so is she. And he offers to kind of help her with her hockey skills, wink wink, if she will give him some good, how do you say that? If she talks highly about him to her dad, because he wants to get into the camp that Gary Graham is the leader of, okay? So they have a little deal. She will help him, he will help her. We all know how these things go, okay? Like I said, I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but Nayli, I think about them every single day of my life, okay? If you like Nathan and Haley, I really think you'll like this book. I would recommend reading all of Off Campus and then reading The Graham Effect, but like I said, you do not need to. Again, dual POV, again, hockey romance. Now, if you're like, Larry, I don't want to read a series. I don't want to get into a series. I want some standalones. Worry not. I got you. We've got one of my favorite authors of all time, Mariana Zapata. I have a whole video on Mariana if you want to go watch that. But these are some of my top 3 favorites by her, and they're all sports romances, all different sports too. So you've got a variety. How fun. And if you want a slow burn, these are for you. When I say slow burn, listen, don't take that lightly. I don't mean a slow burn like, oh, it's been 100 pages, they're not together yet. No. I mean, you're gonna get like here. You see how you have 1 page left? And that's when the characters are gonna get together. And you know what? I absolutely eat it up, because my toxic trait is I hate it when the characters get together. I get bored, okay? Only certain books can do that for me. And you know what? I usually would rather the couple not be together until the end. I don't know why. I just get so bored. They're together and I'm like, okay, well, happily ever after, the end. What am I reading it for? You know? Anyway, I like the pining. I like the tension. I like that kind of thing more than I like the fluff. Like, I still want the fluff throughout the book, but I want it when they're not together. Again, toxic trait. But anyway, if you're like me and you want a slow burn, and if you want standalones, then these are the ones for you. The Wall of Winnipeg and Me follows Vanessa and Aiden, and this is American football. All of them, these books are 1 POV, so you only get the girly, okay? Vanessa is Aiden's assistant, and then one day he says that he needs a favor from her, and it requires much more than her being his assistant. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, because a lot of people don't wanna know, but it's boss employee. It's a sports romance. It's enemies to lovers. It's Grumpy Sunshine. Probably my favorite MZ book of all time. From Lukov with Love, on the other hand, is ice skating. They are both ice skaters, and you have Ivan and Jasmine. Again, only 1 POV. And Ivan and Jasmine have hated each other for as long as they can remember, but now they have to be partners in ice skating. And if you don't know ice skating, let me tell you, it is a very personal sport. Do I know anything about it? No, but I've read this book, so therefore I consider myself an expert. Again, enemies to lovers. Grumpy this one. They're both very grumpy. And sports romance. Why am I saying that? Of course, they're all sports romance. Figure skating romance. Ice skating romance. What's the difference? Is it the same? I think it's the same. Whatever. And lastly, we've got culty. This one is football. Listen, okay? This one is a lot of people's least favorite. They say that they don't see the romance between this couple. I personally do, okay? I do. I love them. There is a lot of friendship, which is, I think, why I enjoyed it so much. They built a foundation, and then that's why I loved the romance. But again, that's neither here nor there. That's for you to decide, okay? This follows Sal and Colty, and Sal plays football, soccer, and she gets a new coach, and that coach is Colty, who happens to be her celebrity crush from when she was younger. Isn't that so cute? Come on now, I ate this up. Another standalone, but a bit on the spicier side, okay? If you're looking for something very, very spicy, if you're like, Larry, I want a sports romance, but I wanted to have spice galore, look no further. For the Fans by Nyla K. Listen to me. This is an stepbrothers romance, but they only meet when they're like about to go to college, so it's not weird. Mind your business. Shh, shh. I've seen so many people comment on my videos and they're like, how do you hate Credence, but yet you like step sibling romances? Let me explain. The reason why I hate Credence is not because of that. It's because of the dynamic between all of them. It's not just one, it's every single one. And it's like cousins and uncle, and they call each other uncle. And it just didn't like that part. And I didn't like the entire book. It just didn't do it for me, okay? That's why I don't like Credence. So you leave me and my step siblings alone. This follows Karen and Avi, and they are stepbrothers. Like I said, they go to college and they meet right before they go to said college, and then they start doing certain things for the fans. That's not really a good way to explain it. It's opposites attract. Karen is in, I want to say, American football. Yes, superstar football player. And Avi is literally the mascot for the team. And then it's sports. It's stepbrothers with benefits. And it's very spicy. I don't think I've read such a spicy book in quite some time, okay? Like, this takes the cake. So if you're looking for a spicy read, this may be the one for you. This is one of the best books I've ever read. I loved it. It's so long, and even at the end of it, I wanted more. That's how you know. It's literally, I think, 600 pages, and I could have done at least 300 more. That's how much I love this couple. I love this book. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Now, these next ones are for my girlies that are looking for pain, okay? These are considered sports romances, but it's a side of sport, okay? These next two series I'm gonna talk about, they are basically all plot character based, and then they have sports in them, which is why I'm including it here. But just know that it's so much more than that. Search up trigger warnings for these next two series. Of course, I have to talk about this. Okay? I cannot shut up about this series. Speaking of, here's Taming 7. I'm currently reading it right now. So, okay, I know everybody wants to know, by the way, where I'm at in Taming 7. Let me tell you, I am on chapter 34. I am reading it the slowest pace one could possibly read anything, because I'm so sad that I'm not going to have another book with these characters, and I'm so emotionally attached to them that it's taking me an entire month to read that. So you know what? Leave me alone. Let me read it as slow as I want. Okay, it's for my mental health. Anyway, Boys of Tommen series by Chloe Walsh. We've got Binding 13, Keeping 13, Saving 6, Redeeming 6, and then we've got Taming 7. We also have another book coming, maybe another one after that. I'm not really sure the details. Anyway, these follow characters. Yes, they do. They are all dual POV. The first two follow Johnny and Shannon, and that is one couple. And the other two follow Joey and Aoife, another couple. Joey is Shannon's brother. So you meet him here, and then you get his book here. And then Taming 7 follows Claire and Gipsy. I recommend reading them all in order. I don't think it's one of those series that you can just pick up like Joey's duet and enjoy it. I think you should really meet them in the first books, because then you'll be just as passionate as I am about this series. If you don't like it, I don't trust you. I really, really don't. We are not the same person. Anyway, like I said, sports. Very, very light on the sports, okay? It's like rugby, and then I want to say curling? Is it curling? Hurler? Joey the hurler. Hurling. Sure. Yeah. Rugby, hurling. Is it hurling? Is that the sport? Hold on. I feel like I'm literally lying to your face. Oh yeah, hurling. It's a sport. Hurling is an outdoor team game. Okay. Irish origin. Exactly. This is, in fact, in Ireland. So yeah, we got rugby and hurling. Like I said, sports romances, very light on the sports. Search up your trigger warnings, but this is my favorite series of all time. So if you're gonna read anything I recommend, please let it be this. The next ones that you also need to search up trigger warnings for that are very light on the sports is the Hoop series by Kennedy Ryan. I love this series, but it is not for everyone because it is very, 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 very dark. Not dark, it's very deep. That's what it is. Dark. There are going to be different books we're going to talk about dark here, but this is like deep. For instance, Longshot does deal with domestic abuse. That is mostly what the book deals with, and then it does have the romance and the sports aspect to it, but I want you to know that before going into it, just in case it's not for you. So search up trigger warnings If you think it's for you, then go right ahead. This is one of my faves as well. Block Shot is not everybody's fave because it does have the cheating trope, warning you ahead of time, but I enjoyed it, okay? I never said I wasn't toxic. Again, these are interconnected standalones. They follow a friend group and you get to see each of them in each other's books. It is dual POV. Long Shot is August and Iris. Block Shot is Banner and Jared. And then Hook Shot is Keenan and Lotus. And these are all basketball. Steph Curry with the shot boy. Going back to the fun little sports romances. Okay, we don't want to cry anymore. Got, what is this series called? I actually never remember what the series is called. Red Zone Rivals, I want to say, by Candy Steiner. I am missing one. I have Fair Catch Blindside right in between Blindside and Hail Mary, supposed to be quarterback sneak. Where it is, I don't know. I actually don't think I own it. I don't really know why I never got it. But anyway, Fair Catch Blindside, Hail Mary, they're all interconnected standalones. Yes. For some reason, most sports romances are interconnected standalones. I think because you get to know the whole team and you kind of want to, you know, loving the crew, loving the crew. That didn't come out how I meant. Anyway, this is all American football as well, I believe, and they follow the guys on said team. My personal favorite is Blindside. I will die on this hill. This book is amazing. I'm gonna say something, and you're gonna be like, you've said this about every single book so far. I know, but I never meant it as much as I mean it now. If you like Nayli from One Tree Hill, you will like this one. Fair Catch is Zeke and Riley. And what I think is really cool about this one is it's not only best friend's sister, but it's also they're both on the football team, which I have never seen in a book before. So I really enjoyed that. Then we've got my favorite, Blindside. This follows Clay and Gianna, and this is fake dating. This is sports guy, smart girl, shy girl kind of thing. He reads her spicy books to learn more things. So if I didn't get you into before, I got you now. Let's be honest. And then Quarterback Sneak. Here's Quarterback Sneak, by the way. Here it is. I just don't own it, okay? This one follows Holden and Julep, and this is a forbidden coach's daughter romance. Again, don't know why I don't have it in my hands, but here it is. And lastly, we've got Hail Mary. We've got Mary, yeah, and Leo. And this is an enemies to lovers roommate kind of situation. I loved the plot of this book. Some of it kind of angered me, but I absolutely ate it up. Okay, this would probably be my next favorite after Blindside. It would probably be Blindside, then Hail Mary, then Quarterback Sneak, and lastly Fair Catch. But I think all of them are really good if you're just in the mood for like a quick, fun sports romance that will get your mind off of things. You'll just be so enthralled in this universe that you won't think about anything else. What more could we want? Yes. Another series that is along the same lines as Red Zone Rivals. I feel like if you like that series, you will like this one. I only have 2 books from it. Again, don't know why, but it's Playing for Keeps by Becca Mack. These are hockey romances. So I have Consider Me, then Play With Me. There's another one that's called Unravel Me that I don't own physically in my hands, but here it is. Consider Me is Carter and Olivia, dual POV. Play With Me is Jenny and Garrett, again, dual POV. And Unravel Me is Adam and Rosie. I haven't read this one yet, so I really don't even know. It is dual POV. I think it might be single dad. I might be lying to you. I think it is though. I do know the tropes for this one. Consider Me, he is like the playboy and he becomes obsessed with Olivia and she's like, nah, I'm not just gonna be one of your other girlies. And he's like, but you're different. And she's like, nah. And that's basically the book in the best way, okay? And then Play With Me, we've got best friend's little sister, forbidden and fun banter kind of vibe. All of them have the perfect amount of spice in my opinion, and they're also super fun, and you have the found family of the team. And I think I will love Unravel Me. I just for some reason have not read it yet. Like I said, if you like Red Zone Rivals, I feel like you'll like this one, and vice versa. Now you know what? Let's go a little bit to the dark side. Why the fuck not? If you want dark hockey romances, I'm about to give you 2 series that for my dark romance girlies, you're gonna eat it up. For all the other girlies that don't read dark romances, you might want to look away for these because they're a little bit scary, especially if you don't read dark romance. You might be terrified, but hear me out, okay? Search up your trigger warnings, go into it safely, and have yourself a time. First up, we've got The Pucking Wrong by C.R. Jane. We've got the pucking, this is all in the wrong order, hold on. We've got the pucking wrong number, then we've got the pucking wrong guy, and then the pucking wrong date. This is my personal favorite, but the guy in this one is my personal favorite. So I just love this book, and then this guy. But all of them are really good in my opinion. They're all very, very fucked up. Listen, you will get through the first half of these and you'll be like, wow, this is not that dark at all. And then you'll get to the second half and surprised you will be because the darkness comes out of nowhere, okay? These guys are different levels of unhinged in the best of ways. It's really funny if you're looking for like a funny dark romance hockey book. These are the perfect ones for that. They are interconnected standalones. Again, dual POV, following guys on a hockey team. You guys know the drill at this point. The pucking wrong number is Monroe and Lincoln. Lincoln texts a number and it's the wrong one, and it is Monroe, and he becomes obsessed with her. I know how crazy that sounds, but trust me, okay? Pucking wrong guy is Ari and Blake. Ari, how do I say this? also obsessed with Blake, okay? All of these are boy obsessed. He met her a long, long time ago when they were children, and now he sees her again and he's like, I must have her. Yes. And then the fucking wrong date is Olivia and Walker. This one is probably the craziest of the bunch, okay? They have a date and this man is like, I can't let her leave my life. She is everything to me. After one date. Yes, like I said, all of these guys are extremely unhinged. If you saw them in the streets, you would probably want to call the cops. But because it's fiction, you just enjoy it silently, okay? So, there you go. Search up for trigger warnings. You guys see that? I hit my jaw with the book. Did makeup get on it? Oh my god, makeup got on it. No, I'm just a girl. I don't deserve this. Speaking of dark romances, if you thought those were dark, oh, you've got another thing coming.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Because if you were looking for dark, these are it. These are the Hockey God series by S. Mastery. I've never meant the words search or trigger warnings more than I do in this case, okay? They're all dual POV, all hockey romances, all interconnected standalones following the same guys on the hockey team. Brutal Obsession, Violet and Grayson. Devious Obsession, Steele and Aspen. Secret Obsession, Miles and Willow. Twisted Obsession, Jacob and Melody. And Fierce Obsession, Aurora and Knox. These are my two favorites. They are probably the most unhinged. No. Hold on. Wait a damn minute. These are the most unhinged. These are the two craziest ones. These are most people's favorite. Well, this one's most people's favorite. These are absolutely fucking insane, okay? Did I sort of like them? Yes. Anyway, I thought this was going to be my favorite, but alas, it wasn't. For some reason, these were. In fact, this one, if I were to be more specific, but I also loved this one. So, search up your trigger warnings and beware. But there it is, The Hockey Gods. Next, we've got one of my favorite books of all time. If you haven't read it yet, please do. It is Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. This is a love triangle, and that is all I will say. It follows people in college. It is a American football sports romance. Yep, you guys know the drill. I'm not going to say anything about this one because I feel like going into it blindly is probably the best way. You will sob, but you will also have a fantastic time. Do with that information what you will. Now, if you're looking for a little fluffy sports romance that for now it's a standalone, I think there's more coming because it says Off the Ice on top. I haven't seen the next one yet, so for now I could read it as a standalone. It is Collide by Bal Capra. Listen, this is so underrated. So underrated. First of all, the cover is beautiful. Second of all, the book is really good, and not enough people talk about it, so go read it. This follows Summer and Aiden, and it is dual POV. He is the captain of the hockey team in college, and she wants to become a physical therapist for sports. That's literally not true. She wants to become a psychologist for sports. Psychology, physical therapy, same thing. They both treat things. One is the body, the other one's the mind, whatever. Anyway, she wants to become a sports psychologist, and she's given this assignment that she has to basically interview kind of and do a paper on one of the hockey players, and the hockey players she has to do it with is the captain, Aiden, and she hates all hockey players. She vowed to never date one. But there you have it. I really enjoyed this. Like I said, it is like the perfect, fluffy, fun romance. I do remember it having a little bit of spice. I don't remember it being an overwhelming amount, but I remember it having some. It's definitely not closed door, but it is very, very good and not talked about enough, like I said. So, Collided, Run. It is a hockey one. Speaking of hockey, Icebreaker, Hannah Grace. Everyone and their mothers knows this one, okay? I don't even think I have to tell you, but I'm going to tell you really quickly. It is dual POV, and it follows Nathan and Stassi. And Stassi is a figure skater, and Nathan is a hockey player, and they are thrown into the same rink to practice after something occurs to their individual rinks, and they start having to practice together. Kind of. Yeah, that's what I remember. Look, I loved this. Look at all the tabs. This was back when I used to tab books. I absolutely ate it up. This book is very hyped up for good reason, in my personal opinion. Wildfire is the next one in that series, and then Daydream is coming soon. I obviously haven't read Daydream yet. It's not out. I read Wildfire, didn't love it, which is why it's not in here, but Icebreaker, I personally adore. We've got two more series to talk about, and they happen to be some of my favorites. I'm going to go into a different sport, which is F1. We've got the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher. You've got Throttled, Collided, Wrecked, and Redeemed. All interconnected standalones, all dual POV. Throttled is Maya and Noah. She is the little sister of one of the players. The racers? The drivers? There you go. The drivers in his team. And she starts touring with them, vlogging. She's a vlogger. We love that for her. Anyway, so it is a forbidden teammate sister, rival sister, because they're also rivals, sort of romance, yes. Then we've got Collided, which is Sophie and Liam. This is probably my least favorite one, but I still liked it. This is a friends to lovers bucket list kind of book. She has this list of things she wants to do sexually, and he says he's going to help her complete it. And he's like the playboy of F1. And she is also his coach's daughter. So again, with the forbidden aspect. Then we got the last two, which are my favorites, Wrecked and Redeemed. This is Elena and Jax. Elena is kind of like what is the job title? She's like saves the players from disasters. She puts life back together. PR, there you go. She's a PR manager person, and she is attached. She's assigned to Jax. This one is more on the sad side, but I loved it. A lot of people find it boring. I could not disagree more, okay? This is the saddest one, but it is one of my favorites. And then Chloe and Santi, the best one in my opinion, okay? This one is fake dating and it is Grumpy Sunshine. It is everything you could want and more in a book. Please, please, please read it. If you're gonna read any of them, if you're gonna just like jump into a random one, let it be this one. And lastly, we've got the Windy City series by, why are words so difficult today? Jesus. Windy City series by Liz Tomford. This follows different players in different sports in Chicago. I think that's why I enjoy the series so much, is it's different in the sense of all of these follow the same sport. This is different sports, okay? Like Mile High is hockey. Then you've got Right Move, which is basketball. And then we've got Caught Up, which is baseball. And you have another one coming that I don't really know what sport that one is gonna be. Is it gonna be swimming? Hurling? Golf? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, my personal favorite is The Right Move. I ate all of them up though, but The Right Move is just the best one in my opinion. They're all interconnected standalones. They are all dual POV. You guys know at this point. Xander and Stevie is Mile High. He's a hockey player. She's the flight attendant for his team. The Right Move is Ryan and Indy. This is a roommate's best friend's brother, Grumpy Sunshine, forced proximity kind of thing. Yes. And then Caught Up, Kai and Miller. This is single dad and nanny. That is all I've got for you. I've talked for so long, I can hardly hear my own voice anymore. I'm tired of it. So you know what? Let me know if you read any of these sports romances. Let me know which one your favorite is. A little bit of everything for all of you here. These are all some of my favorites in different categories. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know if you want any different like recs. Because I feel like I haven't done book recs in a while. Like I've done reading vlogs, I've done like TBRs, wrap-ups, what have you, but I haven't done like a rec video of a certain genre, a certain trope or anything like that. So let me know any more you want to see. I will get to. And hopefully I won't film it in slow-mo or muted. We're just gonna hope for the best on that one. Okay, I love you. Have such a good day.